Angeles leads the world when it comes to the daily commute.
You did it, LA. Drivers there spend more than 100 hours on the road every year during peak travel times. When you think about that, 100 hours, that's 2.5 weeks worth of pay. Crazy. Moscow, Russia in second. And then you saw New York, San Fran, Bogota, Colombia. The firm that studies traffic and put this report out says the United States is the most traffic-clogged developed country, which probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Russia, though, 21% of drivers' commute is spent in that huge congested traffic. In LA, it's only about 14% of their commute.
Oh, okay.
But so you're not. But it's just a long commute,
Sure,
as anyone who's
more
been
of a
in LA
sprawling
knows.
city.
Allie, the average for drivers all around the United States is 42 hours. That is disheartening. I think you feel like the equivalent of a full work week just sitting in congested traffic.
Sure, but when you look at this, I look at, Minnesota traffic every single day. It's part of my job in the morning, and I will say that I think overall, when you compare ourselves to other cities, our traffic is a lot lower than most major cities around the country. We're ranked 15th on that list. We're 81st in the world, but 15th in the U.S.
Which lines up about with the metropolitan area size. We're about the but
we're not close to like other major cities. So
we're
like our
not
closest
bad, but
big
we're not
city
good. If we're at 15, if we're 15th in size and 15th in sitting in the mass,
sure,
we're not overachieving.
We're where we should be.
We're kind of where you would expect, but I don't think most people aren't sitting in traffic for 2 hours unless there's snow on the ground.
Yeah,
and you might sit in traffic.
In Minneapolis, the data is 39.6 hours sitting in congestion, which when you break that down into
what did you say, like an extra 10 minutes?
It's about 9 or 10 minutes a day. It is worse than last year. It's worse than it was, but it's still 9 or 10 minutes.
Do you feel like our traffic problem is bad in the cities where something would need to be done about it? As the person at this desk with the longest commute to work.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I drive to work at 3 in the morning, so it's pretty good for me. I think what we have is a very challenging area for transit, because jobs are spread all over the place and people live all over the place. So trying to find solutions other than widening roads is tricky. It just is here.
Well, and MnDOT right now is doing a survey right now for the 494 and 62, the crosstown corridor. They're asking for people's feedback until March 3rd because they're looking at possibly putting in a MnPass lane, and they want to hear feedback from people. Obviously, they need the funding for that, but that is something.
I always feel like we
right
designed
now.
our highways here thinking that no one would actually want to live in Minnesota,
or that
so
our population wouldn't increase as much as it has.
So like the crosstown is very small. Highway 100 is a small little.
Well, even 62. Yeah.
I just take 55. That's it.